Good morning. It's okay. You can wake up a little bit. It's Monday morning. How are y'all? It is exciting to be here and be joined with this incredible group behind me that is working diligently as we prepare for the solar eclipse coming up. The countdown is literally on. We had a countdown clock in our meeting this morning, and Arkansas is getting prepared for what we expect to be a great day here in the state. I want to start by thanking everybody who has joined us, particularly Director Lori Tudor, who is not only here but has been an integral part of the planning and is hosting us here this morning. Director A.J. Gary, Director Delaney Thomas, Secretary Shay Lewis, Secretary Jacob Oliva, Secretary Christy Putnam, Secretary Renee Mallory, making sure I haven't missed any of our team back here, Colonel Hager with State Police, as well as members of the Department of Transportation, Parks and Tourism, and our law enforcement and National Guard entities have all been working closely together over not only the last couple of months, but frankly for the last couple of years, planning and making sure Arkansas is prepared. Next month's eclipse has the potential to be one of the largest tourism events in our state history, and we want to make sure that we are prepared for the influx of visitors that we expect to come here to the state. State agencies have been aware of this event and preparing for the last several months, and it's an exciting moment for the state of Arkansas, but we want to make sure that it goes as seamlessly as possible. As we outline our actions and preparations, Arkansans should rest assured that we are taking every precaution, not only to make this a safe event, but a fun and exciting event. We have the opportunity to successfully observe the eclipse right here in our backyard, which is an exciting thing for every Arkansan. The Department of Transportation is preparing our roads for extra traffic. If and when congestion occurs, state police and National Guardsmen will be on call to respond to any emergencies. Director Gary will have ATOM personnel on standby for the large-scale event. Secretary Mallory will ensure first responders are prepared to help any Arkansans in need. At the same time, the Department of Parks, Heritage, and Tourism is working to make this event as enjoyable as possible for visitors and Arkansans alike. Many people will be coming to our state for the first time, and we want to make sure they keep coming back time and time again. There are events happening all across our state, from Prescott to Paragould and everywhere in between. For more information on festivals, lodging, emergency management, and more, we encourage people to visit arkansas.com/eclipse, where they can get specific information about events taking place and also opportunities for lodging, glasses, everything else surrounding the eclipse here. I will now turn it over to Director Tudor to discuss her department's work to manage traffic flow and the engagement that they will have, and then you'll hear from a couple other members of the administration, and we'll then take questions from this group. So thank you so much. We are excited about this day coming up, and I think it'll be a great day for Arkansas to shine and for people to see what we already get to see on the daily basis, just what an incredible place we get to call home. So thank you, Director Tudor.
Thank you, Governor. Good morning, everyone. You know, we started planning for this eclipse 2 years ago, and RDOT has known from that point that we just need to make the public aware of what traffic could be like that day and to manage those expectations so that, you know, everybody's prepared for that day. Based on prior experiences in other states during an eclipse event, we know there's going to be delays, and so in collaboration with other state agencies and the governor, we have developed a traffic management plan to help address these anticipated traffic issues. And you can view that plan on our website as well as probably the Eclipse website as well. We've put in place several measures as a part of that plan. We've scheduled a construction holiday. There will be no lane closures or active work zones from Friday, April 5th until Tuesday the 9th. We're working with the Arkansas Trucking Association to limit oversized and overweight loads traveling through Arkansas. To keep traffic moving, we will detour traffic onto parallel routes if needed. The Arkansas Highway Police and RDOT staff will be at key locations along busy routes armed with supplies such as gasoline, food, water, and emergency aid. We plan to use our smaller all-terrain vehicles that are capable of moving safely in a traffic congested situation to hand out these supplies if needed. Our rest areas and welcome centers will be stocked up with extra supplies, first aid kits, and medical equipment. During the event, the best way for the public to get up-to-date traffic information will be through iDriveArkansas.com and RDOT social media at myRDOT on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. We know our transportation system will be tested, but we're doing all we can to make sure everyone can travel safely through Arkansas and enjoy the great North American eclipse. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Shay Lewis, Secretary of the Department of Parks, Heritage, and Tourism. So since 2021, our department has been taking the lead and letting communities across the state know of the upcoming eclipse. We're just simply now at this point 34 days away from this eclipse. We know that we wanted to make sure that many of our communities had the opportunity to prepare adequately, especially for events and activities supporting the event. The 2024 solar eclipse has potential to be the largest tourism event in Arkansas's history when you think about it that way. Our strategic location poised to attract visitors from across the nation. We know specifically how Arkansas is centrally located around many large municipalities that will be driving in specifically to experience the eclipse. We have surpassed tourism revenue records month after month, underscoring our state's appeal as a tourism destination. This event will undoubtedly have a profound economic impact statewide. Arkansas Tourism has been promoting eclipse visitation on a national scale, earning attention and interest from travelers nationwide. We're receiving requests and data points on a daily basis for additional information about what Arkansas is doing during the eclipse. Specifically, Russellville has been selected as one of the top 10 locations by Astronomy.com, and Outside Magazine recognizes the Buffalo National River as a premier viewing spot for the eclipse. Communities statewide are organizing festivals leading up to the eclipse with event details available at arkansas.com/eclipse. You might have seen recent notification of on national awareness that Hot Springs and notoriety that they have received associated with the Atlas Obscura music festival, music arts and culture festival that will be taking place 4 days leading up to and through the eclipse itself. There's still availability in numerous hotels across the state for the eclipse weekend, offering comfort and style for visitors. As Governor Sanders mentioned earlier, it is our goal that visitors will come to Arkansas, experience the eclipse, and come back again and again and again to experience Arkansas that we know, the Arkansas that we know and love. With Arkansas State Parks specifically, they offer a prime eclipse viewing location with events and interpretive programs. Each state park that's within totality is offering specific programs, tours, and activities in and around the before and after the eclipse itself. Our commitment is to prioritize guest safety while delivering exceptional hospitality and recreational opportunities that our state parks are already known for. We've developed detailed operational plans specific to each Arkansas State Park that cover personnel, facilities, communications, traffic management, and much, much more. So 26 of our parks lie within totality of the 52, offering unparalleled viewing experiences. If you're interested in viewing the eclipse from an Arkansas State Parks, we ask you to plan according and be prepared and look at our website specifically for the plans and details associated with each Arkansas State Park. We've established visitation and vehicle thresholds for each park to ensure comfort and a safe environment. Our parks in totality are currently at 89% occupancy, with plans to manage traffic and congestion during those events. To ensure a comfortable and safe environment, maximum visitation and vehicle thresholds have been established at each park. To alleviate traffic congestion, we anticipate approximately 65% of visitors will be departing on Tuesday following the eclipse, and an additional 20% checking out on Wednesday. But it's our goal through the eclipse to welcome many, many guests to Arkansas, have them experience our natural state, and come back and see us again. All right, I'll turn it over to Director Gary.
Good morning. I'm A.J. Gary. I'm the Director of the Arkansas Division of Emergency Management. And first of all, I appreciate the Governor. We've had quite a few meetings planning and preparing for this event. Excuse me. I want to thank all of our state agencies and especially our city and county agencies that have worked closely with us over the more than a year. We've conducted coordination calls on a monthly basis to make sure that everybody is kind of on the same page and that we're planning and preparing for everything that will take place. We have spent a lot of time. We will have the State Emergency Operations Center activated during that time period, before, during, and immediately after, just to make sure that citizens and our visitors have a very safe and great experience being here in the state. We've opened up a portal on our website that can help our visitors find resources if they need to. We will be updating that on a regular basis. Again, just really want to thank all the cooperation that we've had from all of our state agencies, especially our county emergency managers. So we're looking forward to this event, and we know it's going to be safe and it's going to be a good time for everybody. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Jacob Oliva, Secretary for the Department of Education. And while we're talking about this being a wonderful tourism opportunity, we'd be remiss if we didn't embrace the wonderful educational opportunity this is going to provide for our young little scholars all across the state. Every student will be able to participate in real, relevant, hands-on learning event, regardless of their age and regardless of their grade. So our agency has been working really hardly with school districts all across the state, especially in the path of totalitarian, to make sure that our teachers are trained. We've done over 20 professional developments on how we can capture this wonderful science experiment and bring it into our classroom, as well as making sure they have the appropriate resources. But one thing we always want to make sure is our students are able to participate in a safe and efficient manner. So we've worked with our state library system. We've deployed over 1 million Eclipse classes to our local libraries. So if you're in search of some classes, your libraries may be a good resource to be able to get some. As well as through our Arkansas STEM partnership with Energy, we've deployed about 1 million glasses to the schools directly so that we can make sure our students, their teachers, and parents and families are able to participate in a safe experience. But we've also been able to partner with some of even our university level friends. And one that I'd like to highlight is our partnership with the University of Central Arkansas, who's going to be doing a real-world data grab of different light and different speed and sounds throughout the whole experience. In fact, we have 60 schools that our students are being trained on how to use the digital devices to capture this data, and will participate in about 45 counties as the eclipse goes through the whole state. We also have an opportunity to learn from an Arkansas graduate that was blind that works at NASA, and she's going to share her experience about what it's like to be working in space and bring some of those relevant experiences back to Arkansas. In fact, we have about 30 of our blind students who are going to participate in that wonderful learning session. And we also were able to partner with Harvard University by implementing light sound devices that are going to work with our blind students. And what they're able to do is take the solar eclipse, and as the sunlight beams begin to dim, the light sound device will change to musical tones. So we're making sure that every student in Arkansas is able to participate in this wonderful learning experience. And then additionally, partnering with AR Ideas and our PBS folks, they're going to be creating a documentary of this experience as well as promoting some live streams. So if you want more information on how to get involved as a parent or resource or different educational opportunities, we encourage you to go to our website, as we've established a one-stop shop for everything eclipse related there. Thank you.
Good morning. Christy Putnam, Secretary, Arkansas Department of Human Services. The Arkansas Department of Human Services has county offices in each of the 75 counties, multiple offices in some. We do plan to be operational on the day of the eclipse. However, we are going to explore the use of remote work wherever possible so that we can maintain continuous services while also reducing the need for our staff to travel when possible. We also have a number of 24/7 facilities throughout the state where we have residents and clients who need services at all hours of the day and night. We do have plans for staff to be in place to meet staffing levels on the day of the eclipse and before and after. In addition, we have requested those facilities to have an emergency plan with their local emergency response services in place no later than March 15th in the event that we have an emergency at one of our facilities. Residents and clients at those facilities we are also making plans for those individuals to have access to the eclipse glasses so that they can safely participate in the event as well for their enrichment as well. We have been participating in the State Emergency Operations activities all along, and we will have a presence at the State Emergency Operations Center before, during, and after the eclipse event. We also are responsible for responding for essential function, emergency function 6, which is shelter and food assistance when necessary. So we have been coordinating with local partners on the ground in the area of the eclipse area of totality to make sure that we have sufficient water and non-perishable food items to distribute if needed in the days leading up to, during the day of the event, and after. So Department of Human Services is operational and ready to be supportive, and we are looking forward to the event as well. Thank you.
Renee Mallory, I'm Secretary of Health, and we have the health piece of this, and we have been working with the Arkansas Hospital Association and the Arkansas Ambulance Association to look at planning for any potential impacts such as delayed response times, surge events, or communication failures. We will be able to use our TraumaCom if there's a traumatic event to be able to get any patients that need to be transported to a hospital to the quickest facility that we can get them to. Our regional preparedness coordinators have been working with local preparedness coordinators for local planning for the health piece. We will staff just like Secretary Putnam just said, we will staff our Emergency Operations Center at the Health Department. We will also have a person at the State Emergency Operations Center. We know that there's going to be many gatherings, mass gatherings and festivals, so we've put out information for securing food permits for food vendors and then looking at the rules for mass gatherings. We have a flyer that has QR codes that can be accessed for any information on those things. We've also done a flyer for the general public and visitors on the importance of eye safety and how to view the event. And we've also put out information on our Health Alert Network to all medical providers in the state about what our planning has been and what their role is going to be. Thank you.
Also want to thank our Arkansas Highway Commission members. We have several here today, and they have been working alongside Director Tudor and making sure that the Department of Transportation is fully prepared for the events coming up here in the next few weeks. And with that, we will gladly take any questions if you have any. And you guys feel free to jump in. Always happy to share in the question and answer session. I'm glad I'm not reading the same material you are. I don't know that we expect the 3 million number. There are estimates anywhere from 300,000 up to 1 million Our goal is to be prepared for whatever that looks like. Obviously, the weather and some other factors outside of our control can impact the number of visitors. If we have really great weather and Texas has really bad weather, then we may see an influx, right up until the day of. And so those are the types of scenarios and things we are preparing for as best we can. The main thing we want to do is make sure that people have a safe and enjoyable experience. And so we are trying to focus on building out those scenarios so that we're prepared for whatever may arise given those moments. But we do expect a large number of people to come into the state. We're excited about that. I think this is a great opportunity for us to showcase Arkansas and just what an incredible place this is. And I think with the team that you've heard from and seen today, we're going to do exactly that. Anybody else? Easy enough? You got another question? We charge you more for the second one.
As far as state highways and interstates, it sounds like we're preparing for all to be impacted, not just in the path of totality, but across the state.
Certainly there are areas that are anticipated to be higher traffic, more congestion areas, and those will primarily be in the line of totality. But people have to get into those areas as well, and so we're trying to prepare for traffic congestion coming into key places where we expect a large number of visitors. So again, we're looking at every scenario and trying to place resources, staff, and needs in the places where we anticipate the greatest level of visitors.
Do we know how many schools are closed that day?
Jacob, I don't know if you want to give, I think we have north of, I was going to say 103 schools that are currently closed, but anticipate that there could be some additional schools added to that list.
It's about 103 school districts have already notified us that they're closed. We're updating that on our website. Many of the districts throughout this calendar year had already planned for this event, so they're using a professional development day or something that's already been built into their calendar.
Sure.
As far as tourism, what's the current estimated economic impact of this, I guess we would call a four-day event? And also, how are you promoting Arkansas to other states in order to promote potential visitors?
Sure. When it comes to getting an idea of what the economic impact is, we don't have a solid number of doing that. I think we'll be able to look back afterwards, looking at indicators from occupancy and visitation and working together with the team here to try to figure out what the total impact of that was. Could you remind me of your second question?
How are you promoting Arkansas in other states for advertising coming here?
Sure. Just recently, we've been doing a couple different things. We've done some specific placements associated with media releases to get word out that availability is still that we're still open and have availability. The second thing that we just recently did with the support of Governor Sanders as well, we participated in a satellite media tour. During that satellite media tour, we set up and went through, I think, 27 total interviews, or it might have been 27 that I did. 27 interviews that I did, and Governor Sanders took an hour of that time period as well. And through those interviews, those were from Seattle, Washington to Boston, Massachusetts, and South Texas and Houston, and pretty much everywhere in between. We were able to answer questions on news media outlets across the nation, just saying that Arkansas is open and welcome during the eclipse.
So are they kind of like TV commercial campaigns, radio spots, things like that?
Nothing specific to that, but we are doing social media associated with it, and then also just using our social media as a communication tool through this. We do our Arkansas.com website is hosting the kind of the statewide hub of information for the eclipse, where you can find all of the updated information about availability, events and activities, as well as partner information too.
Thank you all so much. Appreciate it.